Morning. Today is Rosh Chodesh, the first day of the month of Tammuz, the Jewish month of Tammuz. Doing this from my phone again because we have so much virtual stuff going on here. I can't find the computer in the place. I'm going to talk about this week's Torah portion, Korach, and it was mentioned that the narrative of Korach is largely taken up by the fact that this man, a leader amongst the Jewish people, challenged the authority of Moses and Aaron. It was a rebellion within the ranks, and it was a very serious rebellion because it was led by a leader from the tribe of Levi, the Levites. As the narrative goes forward, as it unfolds, Moses says to Korach and his entourage that if you feel that you are the one suited to be of the priestly family, the Kohen, that somehow Aaron misappropriated that, well then, tomorrow, you bring the incense offering, which is seen as the most sublime, and let's see if that is devoured by a heavenly fire, which is the way it would. You can see that God has chosen it, and Aaron will also be there. Let's see from the offerings. Let's see proof of who God wants to be the priest. And then Moses says a prayer, and he says to God, "Please don't choose Korach's offering." And then he says, I'm wrong. I haven't taken anything from them. I've done nothing ill to them, to the Korach people. And that's a curious thing because Moses knows he's on the right side of things. He's been hearing things directly from God. And here there's an insurrection from people who haven't heard anything from God. So the prayers don't support those who are rebelling against God. And what does it have to do with whether or not he's taken anything from them or not? So an important, I think, insight into this is that prayer is not so much about telling God what to do. God knows what to do. It's really about searching ourselves to see whether we are properly aligned to be able to get God's blessing, to have what we want to happen. Because even if God wants to give us something, if we're not in the right place, if we're not properly positioned, we're not going to get it. If someone's pouring expensive wine for me, I don't have the cup there. They've given me the wine, but I haven't received it because I haven't been properly aligned. So prayer, a lot of prayer is about looking at ourselves. Say, are we the people, or am I a person, is my life being aligned with who I need to be open to God's blessings? Because God wants to give them. So Moses in the prayer wasn't telling God what to do. But he was looking at himself saying, clearly you're not going to go with them. But to come with me and Aaron, now the question is, do I deserve that? Who am I? Who have I been? And in looking at himself, he said, I've done no wrong to them. I haven't done any of that. There's nothing I can find in myself that should block your blessings. So therefore, I'm assuming, God, that this is where we're going to go. It wasn't telling God what to do. It was laying out what he saw as necessary for life, and that's where all our prayers are. And for the world as God needs it to be, and that's what all our prayers are. And that prayer was not telling God what to do, it was analyzing himself, make sure that he is in place to get God's blessings. And that's what we do every day, 3 times a day. Prayer is introspective. Prayer is a time to look at ourselves and say, okay, I'm going to project against the wall an image of who I can be. And then I want to overlay it with who I am. I want to look at the rough edges and say, okay, I want to deal with that because the best me is perfectly aligned with God. And it's always a measure of alignment and realignment. Wish you a great day ahead, one of alignment and maintaining, even when we fall out of out of kilter, which is normal, getting back into it.